All right, so I'm Xaleph, and this track was actually supposed to be part of the Voices of Lifestream, which is Final Fantasy album rather, on OC Remix, which is I thought it was a great album. The track I put on there was Sons of Chaos. This was supposed to be the second one I was supposed to do. I got pretty far into it, and I was realizing that with work and with everything else I was doing, I only could do really one song really, really well. And so of the two I was working on, I figured Sons of Chaos was at least the one I liked the more, and so that's why I went with it. I love this other song, Infiltrating Sinra. I absolutely love it, and I was not able to finish it in time for the album, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, there's went through and it looks like I added a few things recently to this because I was actually looking at picking this back up. But just from a quick analysis, this is definitely an older method of how I used to mix. Like this didn't exist back in 3.5. The mixer that did exist was the manual one you had to add. And in order to have multiple synths and multiple drums, and like if you needed more than like say 14 tracks, the only way to manage that would be to have mixer of mixers. So I had this mixer. This is like 6. I think it's called 6.2 mixer. Yeah, line mixer 6.2, and then I had several 14.2 basically feed into it. So, and I split it up between drums, synths, and live. It's really kind of rudimentary, and honestly, it reduced the quality of the audio. I didn't know that at the time. Now that I do, obviously, I wouldn't do it this way. A lot of other tools I wouldn't use, like I think you look at the piano. I'm using this old NNXT piano. I'd use something like this instead. I think it was the Radical piano. Yeah, I'd use this one instead. I mean, I'm tempted to just put it in there right now, but let's just see what we've got. Go ahead and play this. And this is just basically the purpose of this video is just to kind of see like people are interested in me finishing the song or not. Because it's one of the ones on my backlog, and I have quite a few. But if people are interested, I'll bump this up and I'll try to finish it sooner. So yeah, so this song is a whole lot chiller than my other stuff. Like the build up in this song is really slow, really, really slow. It's more like a progressive trance mix. It's not a little bit of sigh here and there, like you'll see with the drums. I use the free psytrance kick that Effective Motion gave. I usually color scheme this too. Like, so I'm glad I went back and started making some changes. So like in my music, you'll see like I like making drums red. I usually make the bass brown. I don't even know what it is in here. And that, like, the color coding is really nice, so I can look at the tracks really quickly without having to read through which one is it and kind of know where it is. Also positioning, I usually put the drums at the top. And I usually also split out my drums. Like I usually don't have it in one big redrummer. Usually I have like a kick channel, I have like hi-hats channel, snares, a few other things. So this is definitely using a much older. Anyways, this is not the process I normally use. I'll go ahead and restart it. Yeah, that reverb is really thin. I'd probably use something that spreads a little more. I like the chords that use it. Might be just from the beat, but it sounds really good. The clash of the second chord. It's this one here. Yeah, that one right there is really good. Oh, it looks like I actually played it too. You can kind of see they're all lining up. Those drums, I need to change those drums. They're so static. It's like the same thing over and over and over again. Like I just don't do that much anymore. And that hit, I used that from, so there was a guy, John Charnas, who basically taught me how to do some stacking with snares, like how to do it properly. And he gave me this part. I'm trying to remember where the snare is that has that. But there's, oh, here it is right here. This percussion hit. This is really old. I don't do this anymore. There's better stacking. But at the time, back in 2000, whatever, 4, this is what I had. And honestly, I was pretty happy for it. Usually I'd compress it with the other drums, but I didn't do that here yet. So it really sticks out. Now that hit, that because it's compressed, it actually sounds good. It fills in the rest of the snare. I also like how that synth changes as well. It feels good. I'd have to rewrite a lot of this. Pause it. Maybe you guys can't hear. So the pluck here is, the concept is good. The sound is nasty. Like it's I'm just using all stuff that's from Reason, like all the Reason default stuff, because that's what I had back then. So like I'd probably go through here and change that up. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. Leave in the comments if you think I should continue this. I don't know. Come on the fence about it. Kind of like it. It's okay. I mean, I had every intention of finishing it back in the day, but there was a lot of work on it, and I can kind of see why I decided to use Sons of Chaos over this one. Let's see if I can hear that synth again. Hold on. So that really raspy sound, that actually comes from that whole chain I was talking about earlier, with where you basically go to the short reverb first, then you go to the screamer, then you go back to reverb and delay, and that's kind of gives this really, really dirty sound. I use it a lot in my industrial stuff. The goal is to not really have a really long tail on the original, the initial reverb, because otherwise when the distortion hits it, it's not manageable. There's better tools out there I could use for that now. Anyways, let me know what you think. Appreciate all the feedback I get on this, by the way. And yeah, I mean, I got a huge backlog here. I think I showed it earlier, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm looking through. Yeah, any feedback would be great. And I might move this up to the top if you guys want to hear the finished results. So awesome. Thanks.